Oh man, this one is just a quick story, and
All right, break it down. We get into it.
so this year I coach Reach softball team, and pregame as a manager, you go meet the umpire, and he had his mask on already. Typically they had a mask off, but he had just umped a game, so he came straight over from the other field, had his mask on, and so he's looking down his paper, and I start talking, and he just looks up. And he looks up again. And he goes, "Coach Rod," flipped his mask off and started giving me a hug. And the other coach is standing there like, what's going on here, man? And he was like, hugging me. And we started talking. And I coached this kid from the time he was like 8 until he went to college. So he ended up played at UCR and ended up finishing up at La Sierra. But now he's going to be, he's moving to Connecticut. He's a firefighter now. Okay. But he's like obviously umping on the weekends for a little extra money. But like the girls are like, "Who is that guy?" I was like, "Oh, I coached him when he was a kid." And he was like, "That man with the mustache and the beard? That grown man?" I was like, "Yeah, the umpire? You coached the umpire? You're so old." Dang. And I was like, "He ain't even that old. He just looks old." But yeah, it's crazy. That happens a lot. But again, it just is what it is. Be humble.
Be humble.
Yeah.
Sit down. Be humble. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. Be humble. But you got to pop your collar every now and then, man. It was years before I learned, oh, yeah, I used to, do strength and conditioning coach for the Mets. And, you know what I'm saying? But I left because I had my baby and I just wanted to be home more. Like, wait a minute. The Mets? Like the New York Mets?
Yeah.
I've been hanging around a real one for this long. He ain't said nothing about it, man. But yeah, man. So take your wins. Be a good partner, not just a provider.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of grown man game in this episode. Obviously, being a partner versus a provider, or not versus, both, right? Being both a partner and a provider.
Yeah.
And understanding that their lines are blurred, right? Like there's lots of ways to provide, right? And so try to provide in all the ways that you can. There's some ways that you may not be well equipped to provide in at the moment.
Yeah.
Get better at those, right? Understand that a partnership is involving 2 or more people, right? It's not a partnership if it's just you or if it's just her. And so as a partner, most people understand that in a partnership, 2 people are responsible for what happens in that partnership. And so you have to do a good job of making sure you connect with your partner on what their goals and dreams and whatever, right? And celebrate the small stuff, man. Celebrate the wins along the way.
For sure.
Because we definitely will hear about the losses, right?
For sure, man. With that being said, Rod, where can they find us on all the socials, brother?
Man, so on Instagram, at the Grown Man Game Podcast. Sorry, not at Grown Man Game Podcast.
Okay.
I think that's where we're at primarily, right?
Okay.
And then YouTube, Grown Man Game Pod. If you want to email us at Gmail, Grown Man Game Podcast at Gmail. If you got questions, you got things you want us to cover,
come on, hit us up.
Make sure you shoot us a message, and we'll be on all the streaming platforms, right? Whatever streaming platform you're listening on right now, make sure you subscribe on that one. Make sure you share the episode with another brother that wants to get better as a man. Share with one of the YNs that you know, right? Like, because they need some grown man game. But no, I think that covers all of the places they can find us. I think if not, they'll be all linked in the show notes. Yeah. So you'll be able to catch that and make sure you like, share, subscribe.